So UFC 321 just took place, and Tony, is done. I'm going to be giving you my immediate reaction to the card. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let's get straight into this, man. Oh my fucking god, bro. I don't think there could have been a worst possible ending for this fucking fight, bro. Holy God Almighty on earth. It literally could not have gotten worse than this, bro. I was thinking, bro, maybe what if Gane knocks out Aspinall? What if Gane beats Aspinall by decision? What if Aspinall, wins a close fight and then John Jones is on Twitter making fun of him and shit? An eye poke? Are you fucking kidding me? This is like one of the most anticipated fights of the entire year. And it ends with an eye poke. And here's the thing. When it first happened, I was mad at both guys. I was mad at Ciryl Gane for poking him in the eye. And I was mad at Tom Aspinall for quitting. And then I saw the replay, man. Dude, he literally had his finger about a knuckle or two deep into Tom Aspinall's eyeball. So it was not on purpose. So it's not Ciryl Gane's fault that this happened. And it's not Tom Aspinall's fault that he can't fucking see, bro. It just sucks because we haven't seen Tom Aspinall fight in so long. And Ciryl Gane, he was looking good in the fucking fight, bro. He busted up Tom Aspinall's nose. Aspinall was not getting his takedowns. Ciryl Gane was starting to look good. It looked like we were about to get a legendary moment in the fucking division. But just like every other fight in this division, it ends in disappointment. The heavyweight division is just a complete disgrace. It is disgusting. This is just an embarrassment, bro. That the fact that this fight ended the way it did, and it's not Aspinall's fault, it's not Gane's fault, but I just wanted to see a Tom Aspinall fight, man. I just wanted to see I just wanted to see these two guys duke it out. You know? Holy shit, bro. It legitimately, I'm trying to think of a way that this possibly could have ended worse, and I can't. This is the worst possible outcome of this fight. A nothing burger. Heavyweight division continues to be stalled. Here, look, I honestly think they should just put this on the fucking Qatar card as the main event. Just take Aspinall versus Gane, stick it on that Qatar card, let them fight each other. It's not Tom Aspinall's fault what happened to him, and it's not Ciryl Gane's fault. Let Tom Aspinall get his recovery. He'll be fine in about a couple of days, and then they can run it back for the Qatar card, bro. Put this shit as the main event of the Qatar card. I mean, the card is already stacked. It could become the new pay-per-view. Just move the numbers up a couple. I don't think that would take that much effort. They're already in the Middle East. Can we just... I just want to see this fight by the end of the year, December, you know? Can we just... I don't want to see Tom Aspinall sit out until fucking February because we already have the rest of the year scheduled out, you know? And dude, it's just I knew that, I made a whole video talking about this. I knew this fight was going to be a lot closer than people were making it. And Gane was proving that, man. He was landing every jab that Gane threw, he landed. He was landing good shots on Aspinall. Aspinall was landing a couple leg kicks. You know, it just fucking pisses me off that this is the way that this shit has to end. We have waited months. And this was the end to this whole John Jones, Aspinall antagonization saga. This was going to be the final chapter of that, where it's does Aspinall beat Gane, and does John Jones get the last laugh? And now we don't get to see that either, man. Now we have to wait another fucking, probably till February or January, to see this get re-put on, man. It just breaks, holy shit, bro. I can't even get my words together to just show my just pure and utter disgust with what happened. I'm just so frustrated with the UFC, especially the heavyweight division. They just don't know what they're fucking doing, all right? Just straight up disappointment. Beyond disappointment, man. This was supposed to be the moment, and it gets ended like this. Just straight garbage, bro. Speaking of fucking garbage, man, fucking co-main event. I'm just going to talk about this for a minute. It was a decent scrap. Don't get me wrong. I had it 3-2 for Dern. I was kind of half-assed watching because To be completely frank, I really just don't care about WMMA as much as I do the other fights. But for like the fact that Mackenzie Dern is a champion just leaves like a bad taste in my mouth, man. Like I was literally at UFC 295. I watched her get knocked out by Andrade literally 3 fucking fights ago, man. I'm pretty sure she lost a limo like 4 fights ago. She's on a 2-fight winning streak. Now she's on a 3-fight winning streak. She's the champion. I guess I'll just talk about the fight for a second. You know, Dern went out there. Whenever she got taken down by Jandiroba, she was throwing great shots off of the bottom, and that's actually what I think won her this fight. Because, you know, I think a lot of people need to take notes where it's like, damage. Like, obviously the Volkov fight happened, so we can have a bigger discussion about this, but damage trumps all, man. Like, you can't just lay on top of your opponent. And I'm not just saying that's what Virna Jandiroba did, but there were moments in this fight where Jandiroba was letting Dern get to her feet because she was getting beat up so much from the fucking top position, you know? Jandiroba took Mackenzie Dern down whenever she wanted, but Mackenzie Dern was still attacking off the bottom, and that's really what won her this fight. I had a 3-2 for Dern. 5th round, secured it at the end. It was a close fight, don't get me wrong, but I just, like, the fact that Dern is a champion is it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And I'm sorry to all the fucking gooners out there that are fucking gonna be like, bro, respect Dern. Like, I can't. I just, like, I've seen her other fights. I don't think she's all that. I think probably Tatiana Suarez is most likely gonna beat her. I don't know. Honestly, if she could stuff the takedowns of Suarez looked terrible on the feet. So maybe Dern could beat Suarez, but, like, this division is cooked without Zhang Weili, you know? This is the price we paid to get Shevchenko versus Weili, I guess, so fuck it. But Chops, Chiwiwis, she looked good in this fight. It just sucks that Dern already beat her once. Raw Roses, Chiwiwi, you know. I just can't get behind this shit. Like, I just don't care. Let's be frank, all right? Let's just move on to the next one. Mario Batista versus Umar Nurmagomedov. I swear to God, when Umar called out Merab, I just rolled my eyes to the back of my head. I was just like, holy shit. Like, you really think that this performance is going to get you a title shot? Merab, yes, he's been super active, and he's been like, you know, Corey Sandhagen got a fucking fight on a 1-fight win streak, kind of a weak performance over Figgy. Now Jan's getting the rematch. He already dominated him. It's like, okay, now Merab's doing his lapping and shit, but I don't think Umar has done enough to get a title shot. I mean, the first round, Mario Batista almost snapped his fucking foot off with that heel hook. It was either a heel hook or, like, I remember Sanko saying it was a toe hold. Maybe he, like, transitioned it or something, but Mario Batista, he did very good in this fight. He did a lot better than I thought he was going to do. I thought that Mario Batista was going to get knocked out. I thought Umar was going to be better than him on the feet. But no, Batista actually was the one winning all the exchanges with Umar on the feet. Not that Umar did bad on the feet, but Umar won this fight with grappling. Kind of just did what Batista did to Aldo. Not that bad. He was actually working position and shit. But Batista, he looked like a good version of himself. He was actually the one that was making the fight entertaining. So props to Batista for sure. Dropping Umar, I just don't think, like, first and foremost, I can't get hype because Merab would just do Umar worse than he did the first time. And yeah, man, I just can't get hyped for the rematch. I need to see Umar beat someone like O'Malley. I need to see him beat someone like Figgy, someone like Zahabi, Sean O'Malley, Song Yadong. Like, I just need to see Umar get 1 or 2 more wins before we can talk about him getting the belt back, because that kind of performance doesn't really speak to me that he can beat Merab, you know? But it was a fun scrap. It could have been 29-28, could have been 30-27. Either way, Umar Nurmagomedov gets his hand raised. Mario Batista back to the drawing board, all right? But he put on a good performance, all right? I guess we can all say that the Mario Batista hate is behind us, okay? We don't have to boo Mario Batista anymore. We don't have to send him hate comments. He's had a couple of fun fights in his last couple of fights. Let's give him his respect, all right? The next fight we need to talk about, why is it like this? We got Alexander Volkov versus Gelton Almeida. And I'm not going to lie, I'm happy the way they scored this fight. I was a little, like, I picked Almeida, and so, yeah, I'm going to be salty I got my pick wrong because it was a split decision. It was a close fight. But I think that this kind of just sends a message to all the other fucking nut sniffers in the UFC that you need to actually try and win your fucking fights, you know? Like, you actually need to try to finish. Like, you have to throw damage. Almeida literally was just trying to be chest to chest. He was chasing submissions, yeah, but he never even threw up one submission. There was not a single moment in this fight where Almeida was close to having a submission, or we were like grimacing, maybe thinking that he could get a submission. Like, no, he literally just was trying to lay on top of Volkov for 15 minutes, and Volkov wasn't having any of that shit, man. He beat up Almeida in the first round when he reversed him. Then in the third round, he beat him up in the clinch. He was throwing shots off of the bottom, same thing that Dern did versus Jandiroba. And Volkov won this fight off of damage, man. I think Almeida only landed like 6 or 7 strikes or whatever, but like, come on. Almeida needs to put on a better performance. Like, if you win this, you get the title. Throw some fucking shots off the top. Like, you are a fucking goblin. You look like a fucking Argonian, bro. Fucking throw some fucking shots off of the bottom, bro. Throw some shots when you're on top. He literally just, like, any time that Volkov would have a moment of success, he was literally, at one point, he was literally just hugging Volkov. Like, you know how when you were a little kid, you'd, like, hug your parent's leg and they'd, like, walk with you on their leg? That's what Almeida was doing to Volkov at one point. Literally just holding his leg like a fucking child. It was a pathetic performance from Almeida. I'm glad Volkov got the win. Even if you think Volkov lost, you know that he deserves this shit because he got robbed against Gane. Yeah, man. This division is just pathetic. Like, this is a pathetic fucking division, man. The heavyweight division. And we are going to talk about Chris Barnett in a second. But this heavyweight division, man, just completely garbage. Like, what are these fucking fights, man? Like a fucking eye poke no contest for the main event. A split decision boring grapple fest for the title eliminator. Like, heavyweight is trash, man. I think it's time we need to really lock in on heavyweight. Like, if you're in the UFC and you're watching all this shit go down, I don't know why you're not like, dude, what the fuck? All right, like serious. Like, what? This is genuinely pissing me the fuck off thinking about heavyweight. Because Blades looked terrible. Like, you look at the top of this fucking division, Waldo Cortez Acosta. Like, I've already done a whole fucking video talking about how shit this division is. But the fact that Waldo Cortez Acosta is number 6, Blades basically lost his last fight to a fucking obese guy making his debut. Pavlovich, he's doing good things, but he lost to Volkov. He lost to... Like, dude, this division is terrible, man. Like, I just can't get excited for these fucking fights because this is the type of shit we're gonna fucking see, bro. Jesus Christ. Let's talk about something that makes me a little happier. And speaking of heavyweights, I think Rakic needs to move to heavyweight. I just think that everyone at light heavyweight is too fast for him. They're more skilled than him. The fact that he just got knocked out with a jab from Mirzakhanov, who looks like a fucking Diddy blood. Let's be honest. This guy looks like what is the fucking UFC, bro? Like, look at this guy's fucking physique. He's built like me. Not me. But he's built like a fucking bag of melted cheese or some shit, bro. He's a fucking bag of milk. Like, what is, like, the fact that he is now top 7. Now, don't get me wrong. Mirzakhanov is cold as hell. He is got crisp boxing. He has great shot selection, amazing footwork. He's always moving around. I really like Mirzakhanov, and I really like the future for him going forward because I think that he gives a tough fight to everybody in the top of that division. Everybody, man. And I think that if he fought someone like a Khalil or a Yuri or I don't even know, like an Ankalaev, dude, I would pick him to beat Ankalaev. Like, look at Ankalaev, couldn't do shit to Rakic. He just got made into a victim in 6 seconds by Pereira. I think Mirzakhanov would beat someone like Ankalaev, man. But, yeah, man, Rakic, he's just terrible. Like, he's just not good. His last win was Thiago Santos, and now he's on a 4-fight losing streak, downfall. He lost to fucking Yuri, and he lost to Blachowicz, and he lost to... He's just another bad loss and another TKO on his record. He needs to move to heavyweight. I think he would do really good against the top of people in heavyweight. He has a good, like, just having the physique that he has, and he has technique to be ranked at light heavyweight, I think he will be a great addition to heavyweight. So I want to see Rakic move up. Fight like a Mick Parkin. Fight like a Like a fuck. I don't even know. Give him like Austin Lane. Let him just knock someone out, bro. Like, get him back in the win column, for real. But yeah, man, Rakic, just, you're trash, bro. I hate this. Like, I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to be one of those people, but like, he just did not look good in this fight whatsoever. I mean, he landed a couple of crafty head kicks. Like, he threw some head kicks and he was landing some fucking leg kicks that were doing somewhat decent. But like, come on, man. Like, this is just like a fucking, what a fucking joke, man. That's what I'll say. What a fucking joke and a disgrace, bro. Oh my God. This was a good fight. A good fight happened, bro. I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. I'm going to call it right now. Kilian Salakild will be a fucking champion. He will be, and I feel like I'm the only person that picked this fight to be won by knockout. Kilian Salakild is cold as hell. He literally, basically Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje head kicked Nasrat Haqparast into the fucking shadow realm, man. And he was doing a really good job, like, feinting level changes in this fight. Like, he would throw a couple punches and feint a level change and then get back into position and start throwing again, landing a couple shots. Haqparast landed a couple leg kicks, landed a good shot early in the fight as well, a good jab, I'm pretty sure. But it did not matter because Kilian Salakild, he is him, bro. He has good grappling. He has good striking. He has good everything. And now we know that he has power as well. I swear to God, he's going to be a ranked fighter. At least a ranked fighter. This guy will make it to the rankings. I think he'll get pretty far. I'm looking at how the top 5 is transpiring in lightweight. And I really like this a lot for Nasrat. Not Nasrat. Obviously, we don't like it for Nasrat. Dude, I thought Nasrat was dead for a second. He literally laid there unconscious for like fucking 15 minutes. Like, it was scary. I thought he was dead. But, Kilian Salakild gets it done, man. What a great performance. I'm hyped for him. Get him his fucking bonus. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. We got the CEO of sex, Jung Young Park versus Ikram Aliskerov. Park did a lot better than I thought he would do in this fight. He did a good job stuffing the takedowns early, but once he gassed out, Ikram just kind of had more push and more drive, you know. Second round was a pretty competitive fight. Second round was pretty competitive. Ikram landed a bunch of good shots. I'm pretty sure Jung Young Park actually took him down at one point in the fight, if I'm not mistaken. But he stuffed a lot of Ikram's takedowns. He landed a couple of counter shots. I think we need to get Ikram I think we should make him fight someone like kind of fringe rankings, like a Marvin Vettori, Roman Dolidze type opponent. Iron Turtle, he's good. He's a good fighter, but Ikram Aliskerov, he's just rankings level. He had fucking Habib in his corner. What are you going to do? You're just you're fucking Ned Leeds from Spider-Man. You got to fight someone who has Khabib in your corner. You're going to get 30-27. That's just the way it goes against these fucking Dagestanis. He worked in good wrestling, and honestly, Ikram's grappling really impressed me in this fight because he's not really known to be a grappler. And Iron Turtle is known for having good takedown defense, and he was able to take Iron Turtle down. So that was impressive. But on the feet, he looked a little bit shy, you know. The next fight, bro. Mateusz Rebecki versus Ludovic Klein. If you are not a fucking fan of Mateusz Rebecki at this point, you're not a real MMA fan. All right, I'm just going to say it how it is. Mateusz Rebecki is a top 5 most entertaining fighter in the UFC. This guy goes to war and brings the smoke every single time. Klein won this fight. First rounds, he won the first round 1 and round 2. Round 3, Rebecki, he rallies, beats the fuck out of Klein. And honestly, I thought that the third round could have been a 10-8 if Klein didn't land that elbow from the bottom. And that's what the story of this event is. It's like, we got to throw off the bottom more because Klein was getting destroyed in the third round. And here's the craziest part about this whole situation. If Rebecki just stood up right here, he would have won because Klein ended up rolling his fucking foot, as you can see right here. Look at his ankle. My foot was a fucking balloon, mate. He fucking just rolled the fuck out of his ankle. So if Rebecki just stood up right here and told Klein to stand up, he couldn't have stood up. And he could have won the fight. But there was no reason he was going to stand him up. He was beating the fuck out of him, trying to get the finish, landing vicious elbows on him. What a fucking fight. Like, this fight, this is why I love MMA. Like, fights like this where they just go out there, slug it out, put on a performance for the fans. Rebecki, Klein, y'all both have my respect. Hopefully Klein can get back into the mix. He's coming off a win now after that tough L to Gamrot. It feels like Rebecki's always making it close with these ranked people, but I want to see him take a fucking break because he was getting cut open very easily in this fight because he's taken so much damage in his last 4 fights and he just keeps fighting. You need time to let that fucking tissue heal, you know? We need Rebecki to get back into the fucking mix of things. Healthy. So we can see him try to put up a couple of wins, you know? Because he's been having these wars, but he's losing them most of the time. Not against Oralby, not against, pretty sure he fought Ribovich as well. But I know he fought Chris Duncan. We just need to see him take a break, come back his full self, and then I want to see him fight someone good. So, Mateusz Rebecki, what a dog, man, and respect to Klein as well, you know. The next fight, the fucking demon, the King Vaughn of obese people, Walter Walker. Now, if you are a 265-pound tub of lard, if you're a tarb, bro, if you're a tarb of lard, if you're a tub of lard, you need to be watching out for Walter Walker. And let me say something, bro. I did not like his call out. Well, let's just talk about the fight first. Louis Sutherland, they throw a couple of jabs. Walter Walker shoots a takedown. Surprise, surprise. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to heavyweight. You know what Walter Walker is going to try to do. He's going to go for the heel hook. He's gotten 3 of them in a row. You have literally one fucking submission that you need to train for. And you're not, how are you still letting him get it? You know what he's going to roll for. The fact that he's now 4-0, we always say heel hooks don't work in MMA. Well, that's only advanced MMA. When people know how to fucking defend them. These fucking people that are obese don't know how to defend heel hooks because they suck at fighting. I honestly, Walter Walker, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's probably the most hyped up prospect in this division right now. But he's beating absolute jabronis. And then the call out, this dude calls out fucking Hamdi Al-Wahhab for a fucking fight. You're ranked 15. Why are you fighting down? You beat fucking, what are you talking about? Why do you want to fight down and fight Hamdi? You're not ranked 15. Fight up. Fight like Mick Parkin. Fight like Tuivasa, you know? Fight a Spivak, Tybura. We don't want to, I'm saying, I understand that you want to build yourself up and you don't want to get fraud checked. But I feel like you are good enough to get the heel hooks on these people. They aren't that good. I just don't get the fucking call out from this guy, man. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Fuck it. Fight fucking Hamdi, bro, because we're about to talk about him in a second. But first we need to talk about this fucking robbery. Jose Delgado versus Nathaniel Wood. First and foremost, respect to Nathaniel Wood. He's a great fighter. He did a good job, but he did not win this fight. And this is what I'm trying to say, man. It's like Delgado dropped Wood badly with a spinning elbow. Gets on top of him and lands like 40 follow-up shots. Yeah, he got flash knocked down later in the round. But he still won this round dominantly. Clearly. He busted up Nathaniel Wood in this round. Sip of water. He busted up Nathaniel Wood in this round. Round 2 and 3, I get that they're close, but I thought that fucking Delgado not only won those 2 rounds. If you're a fucking judge and you know that Delgado destroyed Wood in the first round and then Wood barely wins the last 2 rounds, I don't think that Wood should be the one getting the fight. If it's Delgado wins the fucking first round and you should give him fucking 100 points because he destroyed him. And then the next 2 rounds are 50-50, 50-50. We're not giving it to fucking Wood. We're giving it to Delgado. He should have won this fucking fight. I thought that he won the second and the third round. I thought he landed harder shots. He landed good shots in the clinch. I understand Wood was landing and getting takedowns. He wasn't doing shit with them. Delgado got some takedowns of his own. I thought Delgado clearly won this fucking fight. This card is just I didn't do good on picks, and that's not why I'm upset, bro. The robberies, the fucking performances, we just see the ugly side of the fucking sport. Where it's just heavyweight is terrible. WMMA is terrible. Robberies are happening back to back to back to back. I just don't. Whatever, bro. Whatever. All right. Okay. This guy needs to be cut immediately. This is a disgrace to the sport of MMA. Like, legitimately, this guy is... Like, I don't know what compelled me to pick Chris Barnett in this fight. I guess it just shows I'm not watching film enough or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know why the fuck I picked Chris Barnett in this fight. And I know hindsight's 20/20. Hamdi isn't that good. This is, like, just... At one point, he was showing his bare ass to everybody. No shame at all. Just showing his bare ass to the entire crowd. His shorts were falling off. Like, put some fucking compression shorts on. His belly was just hanging out, flopping around while he's doing all of his bullshit. He just gets taken down at... Like, he's getting taken down at will by Hamdi Al-Wahhab. Hamdi Al-Wahhab did not even look good in this fight. He couldn't even finish Chris Barnett. Chris Barnett got taken down at will. Cut both of them from the sport. I don't want to see either of these fucking guys in the UFC ever again. I legitimately, it's funny to be like, ha ha ha, Chris Barnett, he's dancing around, he's being funny. We don't fucking care, bro. Like, legitimately, bro, like, this is just like, he's washed, first and foremost. Like, he wasn't ever really that good in the first place, but he's washed now. And he's just a ridiculous looking human being, and he's like, ranked in the top 30 of fucking heavyweight. Like, look at the guy on the screen. This guy is a top 30 heavyweight in the UFC. Like, that's not a good thing. Okay? That's not a fucking good thing to have, bro. Just like... Holy shit, bro. This fucking card legitimately pissed me the fuck off. Another fight that I got wrong. I'm just coping the whole time now. Mitch Raposo versus Azat Maxim. I was actually kind of scared that they were going to rob Mitch Raposo in this fight, but he did a good job stuffing the takedowns. He did a good job landing his own strikes, kicks, jabs, teeps. You know, not teeps, but he was landing good check hooks on Maxim, who was shooting in. He got some, Raposo got takedowns of his own. The fight was fun when they were on the ground, but I just don't understand how Maxim goes from debatably beating Tagir, having a really close fight and dropping Charles Johnson, to now losing to 0-2. Oh, just this card. Oh my fucking God, bro. MMA, man. MMA is it's a real thing, okay? But no, Mitch Raposo, he did very good in this fight. I don't, like, this is the bottom of flyweight, and they looked better than any heavyweight that we've ever seen, you know? And let's talk about the final fight. I owe Inoue a fucking apology. I was calling her trash. I was calling her terrible. She looked very good. She looked game. She looked like she'd be a ranked fighter. Jacqueline Amorim, she is a submission specialist. She's, like, undefeated in the UFC. All submissions, and, you know, Inoue, Miyazaki, whatever her name is, the creator of Elden Ring, she did really good in this fight. Stuffed all the takedowns, and when this fight was stuck on the feet, she just beat Amorim's ass. Amorim had nothing for her. And honestly, I could have picked, this wasn't an impossible pick to get, because, you know, we know Amorim doesn't really have good striking, but I feel like the grappling would be enough for her. But nope. I think it just kind of shows that WMMA is evolving. You need to have better skill sets. But yeah, man, let's just talk about this fucking main event again, man. Like, the fact we don't get to see the conclusion, please just put this on the fucking Qatar card, man. Put this as the main event. They've already had full training camps for each other. They were already starting to get warm. Gane was looking so good in the fucking fight. He stuffed Aspinall's takedowns. Like, is that not an insane thing? He literally stuffed all of Aspinall's takedowns. I know he only shot twice. He was busting Aspinall's nose up with jabs. Gane looked good in this fight, and then he literally had to dig his, like, I'm not even kidding you, that replay, I was grimacing during the replay. Like, I thought Aspinall was kind of being a bitch for a second. And I was watching a little bit of the Chael Sonnen post show, and he was saying that Aspinall pussied out. Fuck you, Chael Sonnen. You have never been a champion. You never will be a champion. You're a bum and you have terrible takes. Gane literally stuck both of his fingers into Aspinall's eyeball. Aspinall's right eye, he literally had his finger all the way in his eye. Like, what are you talking about, Chael Sonnen? Saying that Aspinall, he needs to be the real champ. Like, shut up. And then the crowd was booing him too. Like, he literally, his fucking knuckle was all the way in his eyeball. Nothing burger ass fight. And that's just like the opposite of what we wanted. We needed some shit to talk about at heavyweight. I mean, I guess this is good for the division because it gives time for more contenders to make themselves apparent. But like, who are we really gonna like Volkov? This sucks for Volkov because he was about to get his title shot that was promised to him 3,000 years ago. And now we're not going to get even that. And so just really, really disappointing end of the night. But that will do it for the video. If you like the video, like, subscribe, do all that YouTube shit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Twitter @TonyHasDied. If you want to help support the page monetarily or you want to ask me any question, check out my Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description, but that will do it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.